Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Jeffrey Weiner, Chairman and CEO of Marcum, to discuss opportunities in 2021 that will introduce new and better ways to do things. Jeffrey, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thanks for having me back, Jill. Great seeing you as well.
And despite all the challenges of 2020, most of your clients had their most innovative years ever. Tell us about that.
Oh, well, I think it goes without saying that the global pandemic and the closures of businesses that resulted have forced people on an unprecedented level to reimagine and reconfigure their businesses to actually stay in business. So I think it was born out of necessity, and what the pandemic has done is it really has accelerated changes that were happening in the economy, in the business world, at an unprecedented pace.
That said, the playing field isn't level for all. A lot of businesses, if they're even still open, are struggling. Is there light at the end of the tunnel? Is there anything they can strategically do to recoup some of these losses?
Well, I think you just said it. The light is at the end of the tunnel, but it's a very long tunnel at this point. We're in the midst of a second wave. The vaccines are just getting distributed, and most people who are not healthcare professionals and not at risk are not going to see the vaccine for months to come yet. So I think, first of all, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Recouping prior losses is going to take a very long time. It's almost one of those things is you just have to freeze what you lost or what you didn't make and hope over a very long time you can recoup it. But I think for most businesses that are struggling now, it's going to be a 3 to 6 month process to see if they can just hold on.
As we look to getting on the other side of COVID-19, where are the opportunities to find new and better ways to do things?
Oh, I think I think there are going to be certain segments of the economy that get permanently reimagined or re-engineered. The whole travel, leisure, restaurant, hospitality, entertainment sector is going to have to be revisited. I think anybody with a retail store is going to have to reimagine the way they do business. People are not just going to go to stores to buy products off a shelf in the future. They may go to see a product, they may go to try on a product, but you're going to have to reimagine the retail experience. People are not just going to go shopping, they're going to go for the experience. And although the vaccines are being distributed and we should be in a better place 6 months from now than we are now, it's going to be a long time before people go back to their old habits.
I would agree with you there. And while I have you, I want to throw another question at you. Last time we spoke, it was right around the election, and we were thinking about how different policies could potentially impact the markets, your business, our economy, and so forth. Do you think with the Biden administration going in, tax policy is going to be a priority, or do you think they're just going to be laser focused on healthcare and getting us back on track?
I think they're going to be really laser focused with getting us on track. I think President Biden's going to take over at the height of a pandemic, at the height of closures and shutdowns. And I think he's going to have to spend his first 3 to 6 months just getting the virus under control, making sure the vaccine gets distributed, trying to get more people to take it than not. And I don't really think they'll be in a position to really talk serious tax policy till the end of 2021 at the earliest. At least I wouldn't be doing that if I was them. There's a lot more bigger issues to deal with than tax policy. People are expecting under Democratic control taxes to go up. So I would think, and it's just a guess, that we'd be looking at sometime into 2022. Most tax policy or tax changes are prospective. So I don't think there will be things that are retroactive to Biden's first day as president, so to speak. But I would think that once, assuming the pandemic gets under control later into 2021, that Biden won't focus on at least tax increases until sometime looking towards the beginning of 2022.
Yeah, Jeffrey, it just shows you how crazy 2020 is. We're actually looking forward to having a conversation around tax policy and moving beyond COVID-19 to get some sort of sense of normalcy back there, at least the conversation process of it anyway.
Absolutely.
All right, Jeffrey, great to see you as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.